Okay, let's get started.
Ghosts are real. That much I know.
Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be the list of the horror movies that are going to be released on January of 2023. So today's video is going to be the full list of all the horror movies that will be released this month on movie theaters and streaming services, and even on cable. We have some series also coming up. So I'm going to be giving you the list with the date that is going to be released and where you can watch it. So saying all of that, let's get into the video. We're starting off on January 6th with two movies. The first one with Megan on movie theaters. This one is going to follow a robotic engineer at a toy company builds a lifelike doll that begins to take a life on its own. Actually, I'm going to be watching this on January 5th since this film comes out on Thursday for me, and I am very excited to see it, although it has some mixed reviews already. But I am very excited for it, although I have said this quite a few times, but it looks kind of campy from the trailer, but for what I have read, it's actually quite good, although it has mixed reviews. But still, I have seen mostly positive things, so I am very excited to see it. Now, the second one is The Pale Blue Eye, and this one will be coming to Netflix. Now, this one had a limited release in theaters on December, but it's officially coming to Netflix on January 6th. This one follows a world-weary detective is hired to investigate the murder of a West Point cadet. Stymied by the cadet's code of silence, he enlists of one of their own to help unravel the case, a young man the world will come to know as Edgar Allan Poe. I'm quite intrigued to see this one since it's protagonized by Christian Bale, who is one of my favorite actors. So I am very intrigued to see what this film is going to bring. I haven't read anything about it. I prefer to keep it that way because I like to be surprised when it comes to these films. Next, we have the first horror series of the year. On January 8th, we have Anne's Rise MAYFAIR Witches. This one is going to be coming to AMC channel, and I am guessing, I am not sure, that is going to be available on the AMC Plus streaming service. I am not sure, but I am assuming that is going to be available there. But at least I have the channel, so I will be able to watch it. I am debating if I'm going to be doing weekly reviews or a review when the whole season is done. You can let me know down below. This one follows a neurosurgeon who discovers that she's the unlikely heir to a family of witches. She must contend with a sinister presence that has haunted her family for generations. And this one is going to be protagonized by Alexandra Daddario, who probably you will remember by Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. Now, on January 13, we have the limited release in some select theaters of SKINAMARINK. This film gained some popularity in the internet a couple months ago, and some people even asked me if I watched the movie. I didn't. I know that there's some people that somehow they were able to, but I haven't. Now, this film is supposed to be coming to Shudder eventually on the year, so most likely, since I will not be able to watch it in theaters, I'm gonna have to wait until it hits Shudder, but once for sure, once it's out, I will be reviewing it. Now, this one is going to follow two children that wake up in the middle of the night to find their father is missing, and all of the windows and doors in their home have vanished. This one looks quite interesting, being honest, but like I said, I haven't seen it, and I don't want spoilers, so I'm going to try my best to not see any type of spoilers or reading any review or comments about the film because I like watching things without knowing as much as just maybe trailers and like the plot that is out there. But I don't like reading reviews and stuff before watching films because I don't want spoilers, although I give spoilers all the time. Now, also coming on January 13, also on a limited release, we have The Offering. This one follows a family that is struggling with loss that finds themselves at the mercy of an ancient demon trying to destroy them from the inside. This one sounds kind of on the supernatural side, commercial mainstream, like maybe The Conjuring, like that type of horror. I am not the biggest fan of that type of horror, so the fact that Most likely I will not be able to watch it. It's like, okay, like I can't wait. So eventually I'm guessing that it's going to be hitting any type of streaming service. So then I will be able to watch it, and this I will decide if I want to give it a review or not. Now, coming on January 15 is The Last of Us, coming to HBO Max, and this is based on the video game of the same name. Now, this one is going to follow Joel and Ellie, a pair connected throughout the harshness of the world they live in, are forced to endure brutal circumstances and ruthless killers on a trek post-pandemic America. Now, I checked, and this series will be running all the way from January to March. So I'm just like with MAYFAIR Witches. I don't know if I'm going to be doing weekly reviews or if I'm going to wait until I finish to give a proper review. Once again, you can let me know down below, but that review will be coming. I will say this every time. I always like to do the disclaimer. As someone who is only going to be seeing the series, I have never in my life played this game. I am not a gamer. Some people assume that I'm a gamer. I don't know why. I don't think I look like one. But no, I am not a gamer. It's not my thing. So I always try to do my research to know as much as possible about the game so I can do a proper review, at least with the knowledge, like to see what things are different, what things are the same, like that sort of stuff. So I'm going to try my best, but review will be coming for someone who has never played the game. But I am very excited. This series, actually, I have seen that there's many people that is excited about it. Next, coming on January 17 on video on demand, there's something wrong with the children. This Blumhouse production is going to follow a family that takes a weekend trip with the longtime friends and their 2 young children, but they suspect something supernatural when their kids behave strangely after disappearing into the woods overnight. This one sounds like something that we have seen before, but I am expecting some type of plot twist along the way. If not, I think that will be a little bit disappointment on my part to see like a film that we have seen before without anything new. Just hoping that we are going to have like at least a detail or something that makes me feel like I am actually watching a new movie and not just something that we have seen many times before. Next, we have also coming on January 17, also on video on demand, Snowfalls. This one follows after a winter storm strand 5 friends in a remote cabin with no power and little food. Disorientation slowly claims their sanity as each of them succumbs to a fear that the snow itself may be contaminated or somehow evil. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I am quite intrigued since I like this type of films that are going to trick you with having for you to like see what things are real and what things are just imagination of the characters. So I am quite intrigued of this one. So most likely I'm going to be giving it a review because I am very, very intrigued for it, and I feel like almost no one has talked about this one. Now, on January 19, we have Japanese Tales of the Macabre coming to Netflix. This animated series is going to follow. From the mind of horror manga maestro Junji Ito comes a spine-tingling selection of some of his most bizarre, disturbing, and terrifying tales. The man, he knows how to do terrifying things, that's for sure. So definitely I am excited to see this one, since this one will be coming all the episodes all together. Most likely I will watch it, and most likely a day later I will be doing a review since I need more time for series. But this one was just going to be like a whole review of the, I don't know how many episodes they're going to be, since it will make no sense for me to do individual reviews if all the episodes are already available. Now, on January 26, we have The Lair that is coming to Shudder. This one had a limited release on 2022, but I am including it just in case that you wanted to watch this, but you didn't have the chance. This one is available actually on video on demand. But if you have a Shudder subscription, now is the time for you to watch it. Now, this one follows when a Royal Air Force pilot, LT Kate Sinclair, is shot down over Afghanistan. She finds refuge in an abandoned underground bunker where deadly man-made biological weapons, half human, half alien, are awakened. I remember talking about this film last year, but I never got the chance to watch it. So now that I do, of course, I'm going to be watching it, like that's for sure. Now, on January 27, it's coming on select theaters, Infinity Pool. This one is part of the Sundance Film Festival selection. Unfortunately, will not be available to be watched online, only on like presence on the festival. I will not be attending. And this one is select theaters, so something is telling me that I will not be able to watch it until it hits any type of streaming service, and I am very sad because I was very, very excited to see this film. This one starts Mia Goth, and this one follows James and Anne Foster that are enjoying an all-inclusive beach vacation in the fictional island of La Tolca, when a fatal accident exposes the resort's perverse subculture of hedonist tourism, reckless violence, and surreal horrors. This film is made by Brandon Cronenberg, that it's the son of David Cronenberg. So it reminds me a little bit of Crimes of the Future and has that style. Like, I am not comparing him to his father, but definitely you can see the influence. So I'm very curious to see what he's going to be bringing to the table, because if you have a father like that, is such a huge figure in horror genre and community. Like, man, I can imagine the pressure, but I am very excited to see this. So like I said, I am very sad if I have to wait to watch it, but definitely I'm going to, because I need to. Now, to end the list, we have 2 more films coming on January 27. The first one being Unwelcome. On theaters, this one is going to follow married couple Maya and Jamie escape their urban nightmare to the tranquility of rural Ireland, only to discover malevolent and murderous goblins lurking in the garden, ancient woods at the foot of their new garden. I remember talking about this one last year, but I don't know what happened. It suddenly vanished and now reappeared. So this one I know for a fact that will not be coming to my local theaters, so I will not be able to watch it. And also the last one on the list that coming on January 27th is on select theaters, Fear. This one is going to follow a much needed getaway, and a celebration weekend turns into a nightmare due to the contagious airborne threat. This one, once again, select theaters, so I'm gonna have to wait to a streaming service for me to watch it, but most likely I will not be reviewing it. And with that, we end the month. I am quite surprised that we're having so much this month. I was expecting January to be more slow, but I am very happy. I did a whole list of all the movies that will be coming this year. We have a lot already. I did the podcast version that it's quite long because it's the full list of 50-something movies and series. I have the shorter version here on YouTube and the whole list on my website and also on my Letterboxd profile. So this list is basically available everywhere. And this list of January releases, it's also down below in case that you just want to check that or revisit anytime soon. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I am very excited to see what this new year is going to bring. Let me know down below which one is the one that you are expecting the most, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Surreal. That much I know.